So we start just a bit more from this morning lecture, right? Actually, I finished everything up to the present value, right? Present value for this annuities. Okay, again, it's similar to this annuities which we earn the first part. We have two types, the early annuities and also the one with the late annuities. Okay, so for present value, which type into the annuities are same. We have an early one and also the late. Okay, so the formula I believe everyone have seen this morning. Okay, for this, let me just record again. This is the maturity value. Okay, we want to find the maturity value for this annuities which is paid early because we save early, so we receive the first payment early on the period of 0 here, and then you get the last payment early, which is on the n minus 1, right? And then your maturity value is on the end here, so that the formula is given by this. Okay, now this is to calculate the maturity value, which is the, what do you call it, the end amount of money, okay, accrued amount. So we have to be careful to read the question. Make sure that you catch the word. Either they're using the asking you to find the maturity value or the present value. So maturity value is at the end, total amount of money. Present value is the money for today, okay? The money that you have now. So make sure you read the question and catch the word. So for the other type, maturity value, or we call it the total amount of money which you get it, the payment which you receive it late. So we call it late ordinary, right? So this is the formula. As I mentioned that if you save early, you get the first payment early. Money you have is definitely more than the maturity value, which you start late, you start saving late, so you receive the payment late also. So you end up the end here.
Sir,
Okay.
sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you.
Mm.
Where are you? May I know where are you?
Just now I mentioned already, I'm doing from my home here, recording.
Oh,
Because I'll be having online meeting, easier.
okay.
Okay. So you all stay on this online here. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Meeting at 3 o'clock. I don't have venue. Okay, so I will do recording now. I just actually repeating what we have done this morning. Correct or not? So can you all hear me? Hello? Can All right. So this is the formula that we will get the amount of money, and you can see that we will have the last payment on the end, which is the same period where you have the total money, okay, the maturity value, right? So I hope you all take note now. The word maturity value means the end one, the total amount of money at the end of the end period. Okay, so these are the two formula, everyone. Take note now. Do not use the wrong one. So when you, I hope you all have done your tutorial. Do you receive my message or not in the classroom? Damien? Everyone? You receive my message, right? I ask you all to do as much as you can now before we meet now, right? So let's see the Jamboard link ready. Okay, all right. I can see the link. So next, we want to find the present value. Remember, the present value is today's money, right? I repeat, this morning we learned that. So actually, present value is to find the beginning one here. We call it present value. Maturity value is here. I use MV lah. Oh, guys, MV means maturity value, the one that you receive at the end here. PV is today's money, the money that you have now. Remember this morning I mentioned what if you want to buy bungalow 3 million 10 years from now, how much money do you need to have now so that you can save up? And then when you earn the interest enough for you to buy the bungalow, or you want to study in Australia, you need 300,000, 500,000. How much money do you need to have now so that you can start saving? You cannot save money to next year you want to study in Australia. Now only you save money, right? Cannot now because your money cannot grow just like that. So everyone, you must make sure you must let your money grow, give your money some time to grow. Okay, at least a few years up. Can All right. And then the third one that we discuss is, so this is the present value formula, which I mentioned this morning. Remember last week we learned the compound interest. P times 1 plus I power n, right? So to find the n, so to find the P, we use S divided by 1 plus I power n. This is the PV lah. Okay, present value is the principal which you save one time. Okay, and after that, the third part, we are going to tie this present value together with the annuity, and that one will be back to fall under this present value or annuity. So I keep on mentioning this morning, you have to catch the word when you do your tutorial. Okay, you look at the past year questions or Excel, whatever lah. So make sure if this is annuity, how you know that's annuity? I mentioned that you must see the word regular payments or equal payments. So if a person receive a few payments which is the same amount, you receive 100, receive 200, right? Every time it's the same amount, then that is definitely annuity. So when we talk about present value, we want to find the money that you have now, plus every time you receive the A amount, so that at the end you get that maturity value. So the formula we have obtained this based on this understanding, right? Remember this morning I showed you how to interpret this formula, right? So this is the present value to find the money today based on early annuity. Okay, and one more is based on the late, or we call it ordinary annuity. So this is also same thing, find the present value. Okay, so you see the formula is slightly different, and obviously for this ordinary annuity, we don't have the 1 plus I here. This one got 1 plus I, correct not? This one don't have. So obviously, present value for this early annuity definitely is bigger than this present value here. So as I said this morning, if the person's salary is high, he can afford to pay more. So that means he will pay for the shorter period. Right? That means he will start late, start early, so that he can finish the loan, settle the loan earlier, right? And as I said, if the person start pay late, he will end up late. And what did I say? You pay more interest to the bank or to the finance and so on. So that's why you have to look at if you can afford to pay more, you can finish the loan faster, right? But you have to pay more every month or every quarter year and so on, right? Now, for those who cannot pay higher, cannot pay more, so they will end the loan later at the end period, and which means they have to pay more interest, all right? So the A and the interest can be always alternate change, depends on what bank offer you. So in generally, in conclusion, try not to pay off the loan or any debt as long as you want. If you have money, you want to pay off earlier, go ahead, because you save the interest. This morning I mentioned that. All right. Yeah, no point you pay interest, because interest is something extra you pay for it. So those of you who in future, next time when you work, you have to get your loan and so on, then you know all this concept and the logic. All right. Okay. So we have done all this example. So I'm sure everyone already can differentiate the two formula for present value based on annuity. Okay, and finally, before we end this morning, I talk about NPV. So this NPV actually is similar to our present value, but the only thing is we want to know whether one investment or one project is worth to invest or not. So how we know? We check the total at the end here. Remember, we have done this example. So you can base on this example, right? The first 4 years, this is the revenue, and this is the cost. So what did I say this morning? Start from year 0. Start from here, okay? And this is your in money, out money. This is your net cash flow. So you take in minus the outflow. So the first one you have negative. The bracket, you can see here, the bracket figures including negative amounts. All right, now then you see here, the figure in the year column are normally understood as end of year. So in particular, the value 0 interpret as now. So that's why we must start with 0. Now, net present value. Remember, present value is today's money, the money that you have now. So we must start with 0. See, don't start with 1. Are you all listening? Okay, I do see some people start with 1. You know what happens if you start with 1? You will lose 1 PV. Okay, if you start from 0, your discount factor, remember, 1 over 1 plus I power n. See, you start from 0. Anything power 0 is 1, right? So 1 over 1 is 1 here. Well, guys, so you times with the net cash flow to get the present value, negative 12,000 now. Then your year 1, you have 8,000 revenue. 8,005 is your cost. So how to find the cash inflow? Inflow minus outflow. So you still have negative 500. You times your discount factor, 1 over 1.185 power 1, because your n now is 1. So you get 0.8439. You multiply with 500, you still get negative 421.95. And then you do for year 2, year 3. Remember, we have finished all this. So I hope everyone already done now. Okay, up to year 4. And then you total up all this. Remember, this is negative 12,000 now because of the bracket. So you add it up all this. This one also negative 421.95. So the rest is positive lah. You add it up. Everyone, do you get this? Type yes if you done. Anyone have done 1630? Type yes so that I can see you do or not. Nobody done. Nobody try 1630. Type yes if you get this number. Add it up this all number. If you get 1630, you type yes. Nobody try because somebody type yes. Willen, do you try or not? Willen. Eileen, do you try? Edward, Yishuan, Julia? Type yes if you get 1630. Adui, you understand my question? I added up all this. If you get 1630, if you're done just now, type yes lah. Nobody type yes means what? Kai, yes. Who else? Who else got 1630? Type yes. Esther. Siapa lagi? Mingyui. How about others? Aiman, Sini, ratio. See, everyone get 1630. So is it good or no good? You see here, interpretation of NPV, right? This morning I touched a bit lah. So if the NPV positive, more than 0, the project means earn money, earn more than the discount rate. So the project is profitable, can invest. Let's say the bank or finance asks you to invest. Yes, invest because the NPV is more than 0. If your NPV is equal to 0, the project earns exactly the discount rate. So the project is break even. You know what's called break even or not? Break even means no profit, no loss. So the present value of cost and benefit are equal. So it's up to you. You want to invest or don't want to invest also can, because you don't earn, you break even. If your NPV is less than 0, which means your NP is negative, then the project earn less than the discount rate. What's the meaning earn less than the discount rate? So the project actually make a loss. Loss means no profit lah. No profit. So don't what? Don't invest. Okay, can? This is how the project manager, before they build a project or build a building and so on, they always calculate the NPV based on a few years. So they find the company revenue, inflow, then what's the expenses of the company, and then they find the net cash flow, and then they times with the discount rate to get the PV for a few years, and then they total up. If it's positive, if I ask you to comment, this one, since the NPV is positive, right? 1630, more than 0. So how do you comment? You say the project earns more than the discount rate. The project, you can write like this lah. The project earns more than discount rate. So that means the project is profit above can invest. Okay, everyone. This is how you comment now. Can everyone? Okay, can we try one more here? I'm not sure whether you'll try or not, so I better try together with everyone here. So it is estimated that investment in a new process will cause the following cash flow here. So this is the end of year. See, start from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the cash inflow. For the first 2 years are 0 and 1. There's no cash inflow. Then second year start 15,000, 20,000, and up to the 6th year. Then the cash outflow, we have 60,000 from year 0, year 1, 10,000, and then after that, there's no cash outflow. So the firm wish to earn at least 15% per annum, 0.15% on this project, calculate the NPV, and then comment on the cost of action. So we want to know whether the NPV is more than 0 or less than 0. Okay, so what we need to do, transfer all these data into the table like this. Can you see or not, everyone? All right, so year 0, what's the net cash flow? Our net cash flow is what? Inflow. There's no inflow here, minus the outflow. Remember, net cash flow, like this. That's how you see here. Inflow minus outflow. So net cash flow, always take the inflow minus the outflow. So the first one is 0, inflow minus outflow. So we have what? Negative 60,000. All right. All right, right here. To remind us, this is negative. So what's our discount factor? 1 plus 0.15. Okay, the n here refer to 0. So anything power 0 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. So I times with this net cash flow to get the present value. Remember, present value is net cash multiply the discount factor. Everybody can understand or not? Are you all listening? Listen to me or not? Type yes. If you can hear me, listen to me. All right, okay. So you times, you get negative 60,000. Okay, year 1. So year 1, we have the 0 inflow. Outflow is 10,000. So 0 minus 10,000, we have negative 10,000 now. Or I write here, negative 10,000. Okay, what's the discount factor? 1 plus 0.15 power of 1 now. Okay, this is 1. Okay, calculator. Zero point 8696, right? 95.9565. Okay, if you can use 4 decimal point now, 4 decimal or 5 decimal, remember. So you time this one, you get this one. Okay, year 2. Year 2, we have inflow 15,000. There's no expenses. So 15,000 minus outflow, you get positive 15,000. Cannot. So what's our discount factor? 1 plus 0.15 power of 2. Okay, calculator. 15 power of 2. you get 0.767561, correct or not? Okay, you times it 15,000, you will get 11,342.16. Agree, everyone? Okay, year 3, we have 20,000 minus 0, so we still have 20,000. What is your discount factor? Calculator? 0.6575. Okay, times 20,000. 13,150.32. Okay, can you do the rest here? Make sure you get all this up. Right, and then you total up the NPV. From here, these are negative, plus all this, you get here negative. Remember the bracket means what? Negative 14,178.03. Okay, so what's your comment here? Negative means what? Since the NPV less than 0, so what does that mean? Less than 0 means the project earn less than the discount rate. So the project earn less than the discount rate. So what should we do? We reject the investment. Therefore, the project make a loss. Project make a loss. Don't invest because it's not a profit. Okay? Anyone don't understand? Okay, last example. Spender Fortune Limited is a company. It's considering whether to spend 5,000 on an item or equipment. The cash profit, the excess of income of over cash expenditure from the project will be 3,000 in the first year. What does that mean? That means the cash profit, the income that you earn in the excess of the expenditure, which means the income minus the cost expenditure. That's called excess of money. From the project will be 3,000 in the first year, 4,000 in the second year. So you see, first year 3,000. Remember the net cash flow, income minus the expenses. So it mentioned here, excess of income over cost for the first year is 3,000. So you have to write here 3,000, and the second year is what? 4,000. Careful. Now, what happened to the year 0? Remember, year 0 is the end of the first year. Because you say here, spend 5,000. What's the meaning spend 5,000? Spend is a cost, right? It's not revenue, right? Remember, a company spend, a person spend is money out from the account. So this is cost. There is no revenue yet. There's no income yet. So the year 0, you must have a negative 5,000. Everyone, when you read the question in your tutorial or exam or whatever, make sure you have to catch what is your inflow, what is your outflow, and calculate the net cash flow. All right, different question asked in different way. So everyone, remember to check the keyword. I call this keyword. Remember this morning I kept on mentioning, you have to be careful whether is it a simple interest, is it a compound interest, is it annuities, is it late or early, is it a present value or mature value. Okay, you must catch the keyword. If you don't catch the keyword, then you will use the wrong formula. Am I right, everyone? So that's why you must be careful here. The year 0 is negative 5,000. No income, but got expenses 5,000. So negative. Discount factor is 1. Then you times up, you still get a negative 5,000. And then for year 1, you have an income of process. So we call it excess of income, profit. your discount factor 1 over 1.15 power 1 lah. Okay, 15% per annum. So the question asks, is the investment worthwhile? Worthwhile means, is it good to invest? So we need to calculate your NPV. If more than 0 means okay. If less than 0 means not okay. Right? So this is your discount factor. You times calculator, you check, right? 2608.71. For year 2, your excess of income is 4,000. Your discount factor 1 over 1.15 power 2 lor. Okay, you get 0.7561. You times, you get 3024.56. Okay, so you added up these three number. This is negative 5,000 plus this one. You get a positive 633.27. So comment, is it worthwhile? So remember your PV has a positive more than 0, okay, which implies that the project earns more than the 50% the discount rate. So it is worthwhile to invest. The project earn money. Can everyone? Anyone need me to repeat? Okay, last one. I'll finish already. Okay, that's all. Tutorial 8B. Brian, how is the Jamboard link? How many Jamboard link there? Why you got so many Jamboard link?
Also same one.
All same one.
Same
So I
one.
just simply enter one. Okay, I messaged everyone just now, right? I hope you all have done as much as you all can from the tutorial 8B. Because I have meeting at 3. That's why I cannot enter from the venue because after this I cannot rush back to my office. Start at 3 the meeting. So have you all done? I share my screen first. How much you all managed to do it after 2 hours break? 2 hours, right? About 2 hours break. This is last week one, right? Progression, okay. Oh, haven't done. Simple interest, compound interest, haven't done. Can someone post the answer? Quick. This one done already or not? Yes, Done already, right? Question 5. They mentioned just now, isn't it? Those of you have finished already. Can you quickly post it? Don't wait for each other. I don't see any answer also. Last week we learned already, right? Simple interest and compound interest. Brian, who is supposed to present? You don't coordinate.
I don't know.
So anyone can post, isn't it?
Yeah.
So after 1 week, why still no answer one? Either everyone very busy or either everyone forgot already. Come on. You see, if you don't finish your tutorial A, how you going to finish your tutorial 8B? Those of you have got answer one, you just post it up. Right? If you wait, then the time will be So shall I wait or what, Brian? Already 1 week, right? I asked you all to do it first. 1 week already. Got answer already. Okay. First person. You already know how to use formula, right? This morning I mentioned the simple interest and the compound interest. Yes. Okay. So the person earned 35 ringgit. This is your dividend. This is the I. The I is 35. So we have one formula called I equal to PIN, remember? So the principal you have to find find the length, how long. So the principal is 1,008. The interest rate 9.2% per annum. Then you have to count in number of days. Okay, you either divide by 365. Okay, you have two ways to do it. Either you divide by 365 because 1 year 365 days. So you divide by 0.092 divided by 65 years. Then times your P is 1,800 times your I. So you want to find the N, you can take this one divide by this, you get 77.14 or 77 days. Right? Because the question want you to find in days. Or you can use the formula where the I is 9.2%, okay, per year. So I'm going to use the I-35. The N, the P here is 1,008 times the N here you have to find times the I here is 0.092. This is per year. To find the N, I will take 35 divided by 1,008 times this one 0.092. So I will get my N here is in terms of year. Okay, we take calculator. 35 divided by 1,008 divided by 0.092, you get here 0.211. This is based on what? Year. Because this is 0.092 per annum. Remember I told you many times, everyone, if this is per year, the N here will be per year. If this is per month, your N here is in month. If this is per quarter, the N here will be in quarter. Correct or not? How many times I want to mention that? I hope everyone take note. Put into your mind. Don't forget. After exam, then can forget. Now cannot forget. All right. So 0.211, but the question went in year. So 1 year, 365 days, right? So 0.211 year times how many? 365 days. So we get 77.14, which is 77 days of. Okay, you have two ways to do it. Either you straight away change divide by 365, which is already per day, then you get answer straight away in days. Or you use per year, and then you times 365 to get in days of. Understand, everyone? Yeah, for this chapter, guys, you all need to do a lot of what? Exercise. Don't be scared. Okay, 6, any answer? Anyone got any answer? Quickly post it. It's not very difficult. We learned last week. Come on. Okay, I need the person. Can you present? Whose answer is this? I want to see how you, what do you call it? Present your answer. I want to see whether you can explain correctly or not. Okay. Whose answer is this? Whose answer?
It's mine.
Okay, right. He says that on November Mutu 1998, Mutu saved 2,000. So he saved 2,000 here. And then the bank offer 8.6% per annum. This is your simple interest. Then 3 years later, so 1998 until 2001, 3 years, so he saved another 4,000 here. So find the amount of money altogether he get in 2004. So 3 years here, 3 years here, altogether 6 years, right? 3 plus 3. The 2,000 earn 6 years interest. The 4,000 earn 3 years interest. So you see for the S3, which you get it based on 4,000, you earn the interest simple 1 plus I times N. So the N here is 3 years here, or for 4,000. So you get 5032. But for the 2,000, why do you think? Yes, for the 6 years one, your principal is 2,000. Okay, the 2001 you earn 3 plus 3 altogether 6 years. So 1 plus I times 6 years. Can you see or not? It times 2,000, you get 3032. So you add it up these two, you get 8064. That's it. Anyone don't understand? 2,000 earn 6 years interest. So the N here 6. The 4,001 earn 3 years interest. So the N here 3. I no change. Right? The I no change. Only the change is the principal. This is 2,000 and this is 4,000. This is for 6 years. This is for 3 years. Can add it up. Anyone need me to repeat? Understand the concept. You cannot memorize one. Because in exam, the questions can always be asked in many ways. The formula is only one. You have to understand how to calculate. Okay. If no question, I will move to the next one. 7. All right, compound interest. So for compound interest, we only have one formula. P times 1 plus I power of N. Okay, so if you look at question 7 here, whose answer is this? Wow, very shy, the person. Hey, how come all everyone, when you post it, you don't want to admit that is your answer? Okay, never mind. I have to explain. So find the maturity value, MV. Why not? Again, maturity value is here. So based on the what? 1,002 you save. 1,002 is your principal, or we call it present value. Then the money compound 6% semi-annual. So the money is 0.06 per year, but compounded semi-annual. So you need to divide by 2. Remember this morning? And last week we have learned that semi-annual. So divide by 2. This is called 6 months. So your I is 0.03 per 6 months. Okay, no more year. Okay, and then if you save for 3 years, now this is 1 year compound how many times? Semi-annual means compound 2 times. If 3 years means 3 times 2, 6 times of semi-annual. Okay, so your N is not 3, it's 6. Okay, so find the money that you have here. The formula is 1 plus I power N. So P is 1,002 times 1 plus 0.03. N is 6. You get 1,432.86. And then what is your interest earned? So you minus the total money minus the principal, 1,002. This is the amount you get, 232.86. This is your dividend. Okay. Any questions? All right. Hey, what happened? Ryan, why become like this? I can't see the question already. Ryan, can you move this? B. 15,000 if the interest rate is 12 percent per annum, but compounded monthly. Compounded money, so your I must divide by 12. 0.01 per month. A month already, not per year. Then you save for 1.5 years. So 1.5 year means 3/2 years, right? 3/2 years. And then we know that if monthly, 1 year compound how many times? 12. If 3/2 years, 3/2 times 12, which is how much? 6 times 3 is 18. So you must n have 18 here. Correct? N must be 18. And now 1.5 times 12, plus 1 year compound 12 times. It's mentioned here monthly. Okay? So your total money maturity value is 15,000 times 1.01 power 18. Why this is plus? Is it correct? This is times. I don't know why. Who is this? Plus here. Times. So the money earned minus 15,000 to 942. That is the dividend. Anyone don't understand? Okay, the last one. 20,000 based on 5% per year compounded quarterly. So quarterly means what? Your I have to per year, right? But compounded means you have to divide by, quarter means divide by 4. Here, what do you write? Per quarter. And the end here, 1 year, if you compound it quarterly, 1 year compound 4 times, right? Then 3/4 year. So 3/4, you need to times 4, which is 3 quarter. So the n is 3. Okay? Let's look at here. N is 3, 3 quarter. Correct? Your I divided by 4. This is per quarter. Okay? So your maturity value of S3, 20,000 times 1 plus 0.0125 power of n is 3. You get this 20,759. So the interest, you minus back the principal. You get 759.41. That is the dividend. Okay, everyone? Anyone still don't understand? Any questions from anyone? Okay, done. So let's move to question 8. No answer. Anyone have tried? Anyone can post? All right. So this is finding what? EAR. Remember last week we have learned the formula is this one, right? 1 plus I power n minus 1. Now EAR is for 1 year. Annual, effective annual rate. So it's calculated for 1 year. It doesn't matter whether it's compound, semi, quarter, monthly, or whatever, but you always count for 1 year. So you have to be careful. Your n is times 2 or times 4 or times 12. Okay, so here the nominal is for 1 year, 18%, which is 0.18 per year. But compounding semi-annual. So semi-annual means you divide by 2 and then because of the EAR, 1 year you have to compound. Semi-annual means if I divide by 2 and 1 year compound 2 times, so the n is 2 Can divide by 2, so the n times 2 Divide If you divide by 4, then the n times 4. Remember last week I showed you 6 months compound one time, another 6 months compound one time. So 1 and 2 in 1 year. 1 year, this is 12 months. 12 months is 1 year. So you compound 2 times. That's why the n is 2 lah. Calculator, minus 1, you get 18.81%. This is your effective annual rate. Now remember, your note says that EAR always more than what? Nominal rate. Can you see the notes again? EAR always more than nominal rate. Your nominal rate is 18%. Your EAR is 18.81%. It's more than, right? Okay, how about B? Quarterly. So your I divided by 4. Then your N, 1 year, how many times you compound? 4 times, because 3 months compound 1 time. So 12 months you compound 4 times. Okay, power 4 minus 1. Then you get 0.1925, 19.25%. Again, it's more than 80%. Okay, monthly. So monthly means your I divided by 12. And you know that for 1 year, you have how many months? 12 months, right? So you have to compound how many times? 12 times until December. So your N is 12. Okay, so 1 plus this one, power 12 minus 1, you get 19.56% per annum. Okay, based on these 3, semi-annual, quarterly, and monthly, which one is the highest EAL? Based on monthly. Yeah, you can see the highest is 19.56%, but all of them are more than nominal rate. Okay. So if I ask you, which one do you prefer to choose for saving? Of course, you look at the highest EAR, right? First thing, check all must be more than nominal rate. Then second thing, you compare semi-annual, save for 6 months, save for 3 months, and save for monthly. Which one give you the highest money? The effective, this one, 19.56. If the EL is the highest, most likely the money you get will be higher. Okay, and all right. Next questions. This is very easy. In what time? How long you have to save? So that 2005 become 3005 if the money give you 6% per annum compounded quarterly. This is the easiest. You save from 0 until what? It could be in year, could be in month, could be in quarter, but let's find the I first. 0.06, this is per year, but you need to compound quarterly, so you need to divide by 4. This is per quarter. Oops. So this is 0.015 quarter. Since your I is in quarter, the N here will be in quarter lah. Why not? N and the I unit must be same. Okay, so this is 2005. Remember your principal present value. You get the money here, we call it maturity value or accrued amount, 3005. So formula. Where's the answer? Brian. Where's the answer gone? Aiyo. Move here. Yeah, this is I. So 3005 is your money you get. Principal 2005 times 1 plus I power n. So here 1.4 you divide. This one is 1.015 power n. This one you may need to use log. Use log. Anyone don't use? Anyone never study MS? Group 2. Any of you never study MS? Can you type no MS? Can you type, anyone? If you don't type, means everyone learned MS before. If you never learn MS, you type no MS. Oh, good. That means everyone in this group learn MS. Oh, you learn MS, right? Okay, so how to solve this? You divide 3005 divided by 2000 and 1.4 equal to 1.015 per n. How to solve the n? Remember, if I ask you to find 2 power n equal to 6, how to find n? If you learn MX, you know use log, right? The only way to find the n is bring down the n. To bring down the n, you must have a log. You log both sides. Log 2 or n, this one log 6. Fair enough. So how to find the n? You can, when you use the log, you have a rule allow us to bring down the n, right? So you can bring down the n times log 2 equal to log 6. So how to find the n? You take log 6 divided by log 2 log. Okay, everyone, you know the calculator, right? You press log 6 divided by log 2, that's the answer. So in this case, you bring down n, log both sides, n log 1.75 equal to log 1.4. So the n is log 1.4 divided by log 1.015. You get here 22.59. This is quarter. If you want to change to years, 1 year, 4 quarter. So 22.59 quarter, you divide by 4. That is equivalent to number of years already. Okay, if not, make sure this is quarter. Your n here must be quarter. Okay, 22.59 quarter. I write here 22.6 quarter lah. Any questions? So everybody learn MS. Okay, good. That means progression. You all can you can remember the formula, then easier for you to calculate. Okay, last question, right? 10. Whose answer is this? On 16 April 2000, 5,000 was invested at 6% per annum, compounded semi-annual. So this is what? Compounded semi-annual. So per annum 0.06, you divide by semi. So this is per semi-annual, or we can write here 6 months. This is 0.03 lah, per semi-annual. Sometimes they use semi-annual, sometimes they use 6 months, everyone. Okay, so your principal is 5,000, I is 0.03. Okay, find the amount accumulated on October 2003 if the rate was changed to 8% per annum, compounded quarterly, beginning April 2002. All right, guys. Is this line chart? Whose answer is this? Why you're so shameful? Why you're so shy? Who put the answer there but don't want to admit? Brian, whose answer is this? You won't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, never mind lah. Okay, now if you all draw the line chart, okay, what year is that? April 2000. April 2000, so you save until October 2003, but April 2002, the interest rate changed to what? From 6% to 8%, from semi-annual to quarterly. So how do you find the answer? Okay, I share my answer because I don't want to. Those who present the answer one, never mind. Okay, you check, see whether I got my last answer or not. If I can share my picture, better lah, clearer. Give me 1 second. I share my answer here. That's the last question, right? 10. So I share my answer here. You can see the picture. How, everyone? Okay. Now, take note of the question. It mentioned here. You read the question already, right? Okay, so I share my answer now. Can you see this one? The screen? Can? Okay, so this is 16th of April 2000, period 0, save 5,000. This is your principal, right? And then he saved for how long? Semi-annual, right? Semi-annual, remember? So your I divided by 2. This is per semi-annual. And it's saved for how long? Up to April 2002, right? Right? Before the interest rate change you from 6% to 8%. So actually from here to here is 2000 to 2002 is how many years? 2 years, right? So 1 year compound 2 times, 2 years 8 times. So 4 semi-annuals, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct enough? So from here to here, how much money he get after he compound 4 semi-annual? Okay? And then remember the formula which you learned last week. The SN given by what? Remember, because of the interest rate change, you have I1 power of N1 times 1 plus I2 times the power N2. Remember, interest rate change, then power N1. And then this one interest rate change, power N2, and so on. So after 2 years, interest rate change to 8% per quarter. So we divide by 4. And then this one from April to October 2002 to 2003. How long was that? Guys, from April to October 2002 to 2003, this is 1.5 years. Correct not? 1.5 years. And then we know that 1 year, you have to times 4. 4 times compound. So 1.4 times 4 times become 6 quarter. So from here, you have to have 6 quarter. So your interest rate become 1 plus this one, power of 4, times 1 plus 0.08 divided by 4 power of 6. Can you see or not? So calculator, the times, this is the money you get after October 2003. Can everyone? Fair enough. This is the deadline. The question asks how much money you get in October 2003. Okay, so 2 years here and 1.5 years here. This is based on semi-annual. Your I had to divide by 2, your N times 2. So this is the formula based on this. Guys, remember last week we learned this? Your interest rate change, the period also change, remember? See your notes. Okay, and then for the next 1.5 years, from April 2002 to October 2003, 1.5. So you times 4, your I divided by 4, right, per quarter. So the N times 4, 6 quarter. So this is the formula. Okay? Anyone tak faham? So the answer given by, who is this? Is correct, 6337.52. Okay, I don't know whether everyone can get the answer or not, but I hope you all can see my answer on the screen. Okay, how about part B? 8,000 will be invested for 5 years, 9 months. Okay, 5 years, 9 months, 8,000 is your principal. If the investment produce 7% per annum compounded semi-annual, take note, the first 3 years compound 7% semi-annual. So what should we do with the I? Divide by 2 semi-annual. And then what is your N? Your N, you have 3 years, right? So 3 times 2 become 6. 3 years. 1 year twice compound. So 3 years means 6 now. Okay, and then 8% per annum compounded money for the rest of the period. So what does that mean for the rest of the period? You read from your question, everyone. 8% means divide by 12 because compounded monthly. So you must find your N. Okay, find the maturity value at the end of the investment period. Okay, so I show you my picture here. You start from 0. This is your principal, right? Okay, so for the first, how many? First 3 years, right? First 3 years. So 1 year compound twice. So 3 years times 2, 6 semi-annuals. Okay, every 6 months compound 1 time. So 3 years means 6 already. So this is your formula. Again, we use this one. So principal is 8,000 times 1 plus. Your interest rate is 7%, right? 7% per annum, but compounded semi-annual. So divide by what? 2. So 0.7 divided by 2 power 6. Anyone don't understand this? Okay, next. The rest of the period from this is what? 3 years already, right? Until 5 years, 9 months. So from here to here, guys, from 3 years to 5 years, 9 months. Altogether, how many years, how many months? 3 years to 5 years, 9 months is 2 years and 9 months. Betul? 5 tahun 9 bulan. Tolak 3 tahun. So 2 tahun 9 bulan lah. Itu use bahasa Malaysia. Okay, alright. So compounded money, right? So the here interest rate is 0.08 per year, but you need to divide by 12 per month. So your N, okay, this is based on month. So if you want to maintain in month, then you have to take this 2 years, you times 12, 24 plus 9 altogether, 33 months, right? 2 years plus 9 months is actually 33 months. Because your interest rate is per month. Since you already calculate the I per month, why not your N change your month? Remember, month here and month here must same what? Same unit. I already mentioned many times. If this is per semi-annual, the N must be semi-annual. If the I is per month, your N must be per month. If your I is per quarter, your N must be in quarter. Same unit. Understand that? Don't forget. Okay. So this part 1 plus 0.08 divided by 12, power of 33. So it doesn't matter. Actually, the formula here is this one. Generally, the I1 and the N1 must be same unit. I2 and the N2 must be same unit. It doesn't matter if this is per quarter, this one can be in per month or can be semi-annual and so on. As long as the I1 and the N1 must be same unit. Understand? If this is per day, this one per day. If this per month, this one per month. If this is per quarter, this one must be per quarter. Anyone to understand? I hope you all digest. Digest. Fast. Digest. Finish. Brian, finish. Finish already, right?
Yeah. Now 8B.
8B, yes. Finally. You have 20 minutes before my meeting start. Okay, why no answer? Aiyo, no answer one. What happened to you all? Hey, guys, tomorrow morning, if I call for the last 1 hour instead of next Monday, do you want to do it tomorrow? let's say 11 a.m. Right? Tomorrow, any more groups have? And tomorrow you all have any class or not? No, right? Brian, 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 are you there?
Sir, I think we do it next Monday lah.
Next Monday,
Ah,
why? You mean some of the groups have other activities?
yes.
Actually, if next Monday I also do like just now, I want to discuss the NPV example only lah. The NPV example, and I want to see, and then the progression, we just go through again lah. Because some of you never learn MSR. So after that, I don't know other tutorial group finish or not discuss the tutorial. That's what I plan to do lah. Tomorrow finish it off. So are you sure everybody cannot make it? Any groups have activities tomorrow? Or you prefer next Monday? Brian?
We prefer next Monday, I think.
All groups all groups. Okay lor, then you all have to wait for one more week. If not, I thought tomorrow, because tomorrow holiday ma. Tomorrow is holiday, right? So how? Next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday lah.
Okay lah, next Monday lah, I will generate the link lah. Okay lah, those of you want to join, you join lah. Basically, we finished everything already. So we look at tutorial 8B. This morning, we learned that annuities and the net present value. So let's look at the question 1. At the beginning of each year, the word here, beginning, each year. So you see, you start from here, right? You get how much money? 1,005. So you save 1,005, then save 1,005. Remember, every time you save 1,005, which give you 0.95% compounded yearly. So the I is what? 0.095 per year. So that you want to purchase a new machine at the end of 5 years. So after 1 year, second, third, fourth. So you receive 1,005 for how many times? Each year, so you need to have 5 years, means start from 0 and follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, you stop here because you start from 0. Remember this morning I mentioned you start early, pay, you end early, pay lor. Every time you pay 1,005. So how much money you get? Maturity value here, so that you can use this money to buy the new machine. How much we have been accumulated at the end of this time here? This is your maturity value. I use the SN or MB. Okay, provided the interest is not withdrawn. Okay, so this is what NUI is. MB here means your SN. Maturity value or SN is the same. So what is the formula? This morning you learn. That's how you learn, right? The formula. Can someone post your answer? A times 1 plus I times 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. Am I right? Correct or not? Okay, answer. And somebody do question number 2. Okay, so maybe I share the answer from my sample here. Can you see my question number 1? So this is the due early. Remember the early annuity this morning we learned that. So start from 0, you end here, right? So how much money you get? S5. This is your maturity value or S5 lah. So remember this is the formula. So 1,005 times 1 plus 0.095 lor. Your interest rate is per year. So N is 5. This is your A lor. Every year you pay the same 1,005. So put into the formula, divide by I, you get this 9928.29. Okay, everybody? Can. All right, how about question 2? So this is how you check its annuity. You see here, every year pay the same amount. This is the regular amount, remember? Okay, question 2. Which Uncle Wilfred dies and leave 5,000 in the unit trust? The accountant advised you that the value of investment can be expected to grow by 8% per annum compounded. So estimate the value of the investment after 6 years. So this is 8% compound per annum compound, so per year lah. So how much money after 6 years? So this is the chart. So start from early. Because the question mentioned what? If you read the question, the question mentioned leaves 5,000 in unit trust, okay? So this one expected to grow 8%. So that means the uncle give him 5,000 lah. So we have to take it as a early. So start from 0. So every time save. No, sorry, this one is one time 5,000. It's not annuities or. So you see, he gave him one time 5,000. He saved in the unit trust. How much money he get after 6 years? So this is only one time, not annuities. Okay, so here don't have a early one. This is the compound interest. Okay, everyone, compound interest. Remember the formula? 5,000 after 6 years with the interest rate 0.3 compound per year times 1 plus I power of 6. This is the money you get after 6 years. Okay, careful. This is not annuities because this is only one time the uncle give 5,000. If uncle give every time 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, then that one is annuities. Uncle give you one time only, so you say one time, then that is compound interest. Try not this morning I mentioned that you must know how to differentiate. Okay, B, from A, you now decide to increase the value of the investment. You all read from the question, everyone. Okay, I read from my screen, you read from your screen, and instruct the bank manager to invest 1,000 annually. So you see, invest 1,000 annually. Every year you save how much? 1,000. So if the first purchase is made 12 months after the death, what's the meaning 12 months after the death? So you see the B, you save 1,000 annually. So you see, every time you save 1,000, this is annuities already. Because you don't save one time, you save every year 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So this is annuities. It's a late. Why late? Because the question mentioned 1 year after the uncle died. 1 year after the uncle died means what? Late law. Start from here. That's why I call it late annuities. So if you start from 1, you must finish, remember, at 6. Remember this morning I mentioned that the last payment you have to make is the same as the maturity date. Okay, so we call it ordinary or late annuity. So this is your A, this is your I, this is your N. The maturity value you get here, or SN. So remember the formula, A times 1 plus I power N minus 1 divided by I. This is the money you get after 6 years. Now, hence the total investment, you get this, and you get this is from here, based on the compound interest. And this one is based on the Every year you pay 1,000 based on the annuities. So total up these two, you get 15,270. Understand? Meaning that you save 5,000, 6 years you get this amount. You pay one time only, you save one time only, you get here 7,934. And then after that, every end of the year you save 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So based on this late 80s, you get another amount of money here, which is 7,335 here. So total up 12,000. So 15,270. Can you understand or not? Can It's a time to digest. You cannot force yourself to memorize. There's nothing to memorize. You need to, what do you call that? You need to digest, understand the concept. Okay, the last part, Auntie Mabel has investment of 300,000. The investment is expected to earn 10% per annum for 2 years, 8% per annum for the 2 years after that. So she expects to withdraw 40,000 from the investment at the end of each year. See, at the end of each year, she withdraw 40,000, beginning from year 1. What does that mean? See here, Auntie Mabel saved 3,000 beginning. This is called beginning, earlier. So she saved for 4 years. Every end of the year, she withdraw 40, 40, 40, 40. So the interest rate for the first 2 years is what? 0.1. You see the question say, first 2 years is 10%. And then the second 2 years is 8% per year. See the interest rate change, first 2 years, 10%. Second 2 years, 8%. So how do you find the money at the end here? How much is your maturity value? Starting, she got 300,000, she saved. So while she's earned money, she also withdraw 40, 40, 40. Right? So you look at the table here. First year, from here, up to year 1, 300,000, 10% interest rate, 30,000, withdraw 40. So he earned this 300 plus 30. How much? This one plus this one, 330, right? Right, not the dividend 30,000, you plus 300 is 330,000, no? But you minus 40. So minus what you get? 290,000. Fair enough? So that's after first year. The money here you get is 290. And then second year, this balance roll over here. Because if minus 40,000, the balance is 290. So from this 290, you earn another 1 year, 10%. So 10% from 290 is 29,000. 29,000 plus this one, how much you get? 29, so 319, right? 319,000. Then you withdraw 40. So minus 40, you get 279. So here, 279,000. This is after year 2. Then he enter year 3. So this balance bring forward some more. Now 8% already, change already, right? 8% from this one is 22,320. So you added up these two, the amount of money, you minus 40, withdraw again. So you get here 261,320. The balance of this roll over to what year? Here, 8% also times, you get this one, 20,095 as your dividend. So you add these two, the money, you minus 40 again. So the balance is 242. That means your maturity value here is 242 and 225. Okay, 242. This is your ME. Now, if you don't want to use this this table form, Excel, then you can use this formula. 300,000 times this one. Remember the interest rate change for first 2 years and second 2 years. Remember the formula. Then you minus 40,000 times this one. First 40,000 times this one. And this one change 1 year and change 2 years here. You see, power 1 and power 2. Power 1 is based on 10%. Power 2 is based on 8%. Then you minus another 40,000. This is the second 40,000. This is based on both years also, 8%. So you minus 40,000 times 1 plus 0.08, power 2. And then you minus the third 40,000. This is based on 1 year. See, 1 plus 0.08, power 1. No? And finally, you minus this 40,000. The last 40,000 here, there's no more interest because it's already end. So this one, you just minus 40,000. You get the same amount. See, those of you who know how to use that formula, remember the compound interest formula for different N1 and I1, you can use that. If not, then you use this table. Keep on roll over, the balance roll over to the next year, the balance roll over. Right? So I will say that this type of question not so easy. If you can answer this, then it's very good. But I really hope the answer is not that challenging, because if this type of question come out, you really have to understand the question and try to catch the keyword. Okay. So that's why I see that there's no answer from from the side here. Now, do you all have any class after this? Brian? No, right? No more, right? Brian?
No, sir.
No, Okay, I tell you what, I will take 10 minutes from my meeting. I will join late a bit. So I will discuss 1 or 2 more with all of you. Okay, question 3 now. I don't see you all have time to do yet. So anyway, I try to discuss as much as I can. So I will join late now, my meeting. Can you see the question now? 500 ringgit was invested at the end of every month for 20 months in account that pay 4.8% per annum compounded monthly. So the I is what? 0.048 divided by 12 per month. Invested at the end of every month. So which means if I draw the line chart, end means what? I start late. So I save how much? 500. Second month, 500. How many times you save? 20. So you save until 20 here. So after the 20 months, no more deposit was made. Find the amount of money that you get at the end of 4 years. 4 years means what? See, 20 months is how many years? 1 year and 1 year is 12 months, right? So 12 months and 12 months plus 8 months. So 20 months is actually 1 year and 8 months. So another balance of 20 months altogether. So 4 years, 12 times 4 is what? 48. 4 times 12, 1 year, 12 months. So it's actually 48 months. So from 20 to 48 here. Can you think faster? Guys, this type of question, you need to think faster. Anyone don't get what I mean? 4 years, how many months? 48 months, right? Times 12 months. So you save for 20 years every month. 20 months. 20 months. Every month you save how much? 500, 500, 500. So this is what? This is annuities. Right now, late. N means what? Late annuities. So what's the formula to calculate the MV here based on late annuities? This morning you have seen that, right? Okay. After that, from 20 months to 48 months, no more deposit was made. After 20 months, no more deposit made. So from 20 to 48, you don't save 500 already. You only save 500 for 20 months. Everyone understand now? So find the amount of money at the end of the 4 years. 4 years means 48 months now. So what is your maturity value? Anyone done already? Anyone have done or not? Nobody have done. Okay, I can share my sample answer. You see, everyone? Can see my screen? This is the line chart, remember? Starting from late 1, 500, save for how long? 20 months here. Save for 20 months. So from 21 to 48 months, you see, this is what? Altogether 4 years, right? So we know that this is 28 months, no more 500 saved. So how much money you get? So based on the ordinary annuity, the late, so based on this A500, I 0.048 compounded monthly, remember? Divided by 12, so 0.04 per month. The end here is 20 months. Count for 20 months. Because your annuity paid only for 20 months, where you say 500. So N is 20 months, not 48. Okay, you stop here. Stop payment here. So you must count N20. So the money you get at the end of 20 months, here, the money you get here is based on this formula, remember? You learned this morning. A times 1 plus I power N20 minus 1 divided by 0.04. This is the money you get, 10,389.28. This is based on 20 months. But if you don't withdraw this money, and then you keep on saving for another 28 more months, right or not? 20 minus 48, 28 months. So this money you will earn what? Compound interest. Earn compound interest. So this is your concept, earn compound interest. Because there's no more 500 you save, so you cannot count based on annuity already. You must count one time you save for 28 months based on earning compound interest. So this is your formula. Times 1 plus I. This is your money now. You get, this is your principal now. Assume this is principal. Times 1 plus 0.004. Interest rate no change. Power of 28 months. Because this is per month, right? Make sure the unit is the same. This one also 28 months. So you times, you get 11,617. So altogether, the money you have here is 11,617. Understand or not, everyone? Okay. This is the challenge here. So you all need to look at the chart. You see, if you don't draw the line chart, you will have problem. Right? You don't know when is the annuity, when is compound interest. If you draw the line chart, you know the 20 months is based on late annuity. The next 28 months is based on compound interest. Can you see or not, everyone? You use two different formula to count the total money here. First one is 20 months based on late annuities. The next 28 months is based on compound interest. So the money that you have here after 20 months, that is your principal. where you use it to compound 28 months. Anyone need me to repeat? Okay, I tell you what, Brian, tomorrow, group 2, do you have free time? Everyone? You want to have one extra class? I give extra lah. Because I thought I have something on, but now suddenly I'm free already. Brian? Brian, are you there? Brian? Oh, unable to do it tomorrow. Then no extra class already. Evening can or not? Evening? If you're the one the extra class, then you have to do it long. If any of you need the answer, I can share my answer. Brian? If you all don't want to do it, next Monday cannot already. Next Monday I will just do the short revision with everyone based on the 1 or 2 part lah, the NPV and the progression. I won't be doing any more tutorial. So if you all don't want extra, then I will just, if you all need any answer, I will just post the answer lah in the Google Classroom. Oh, can lah. Evening also cannot. A quick one now, but you all must do it first lah, right? And we are doing up to question 3, so there are a few more. If you can finish it, then tomorrow evening, let's say 5 o'clock, I do a short 1 hour. 1 hour, because tomorrow's holiday ma. I have the time lah suddenly. One or the one? Ryan? I just do 1 hour only, but you all must finish your question up to the last one. Group 2 only, group 2 only, Brian. Your group only. You're discussing with them or what, Brian?
Diploma and bachelor degree examination. So postgraduate will have actually another date as far as the foundation. Right? So today's actually meeting will focus on the undergrad. So for everyone's information, because previously, starting from March, right? So especially the April 2020 examination onwards, everything was actually back to started with this online assessment, right? So the UC actually was conducted this online assessment, right, for the past few semesters, only until this coming this semester, right? So where we're going to continue with the physical examination again. So for everyone's information, so we have actually new staff here, right? So joining us since March 2020, right? There are few, right? Together with the existing experienced staff. So it's good for us to go through again, where the exam session for this round, right? Basically, it's going to cover morning sessions and afternoon sessions. Morning session will start from 9 a.m. Afternoon sessions will be from 2 p.m. onwards, from Monday to Thursday, right? So in this considering the prayer time, right, on Fridays. So Fridays examination will start at 2:30, right? So normally will be 2 hours or 3 hours examination. It depends on, right? It depends. So you have to check the invigilation duty report right afterwards. And for this round, we were told that there is no any evening sessions, right? So you can actually skip any information related to evening sessions.
No Saturday also.